Are you thinking of a move to the greater Seattle area? Well, I would like you to consider Snohomish County, and I would like you to consider and see what's available for $600,000 or less. And that would be for a payment of about $3,700 out the door, including taxes and insurance. That's going to vary depending on your credit score, the interest rate, your down payment, if you have mortgage insurance. So there's a lot of that depends, but let's just go ahead and see what's available today, January 28th, 2024, for $600,000 or less. So I'm going to share my screen here. Here's the criteria that I used. Basically, residential or condominium homes, $600,000 or less, 2+ bedroom, 1+ bath. And what we get are these homes here. So you will see that naturally a lot of them, if it's going to be nicer, they're going to be further out. So let's do a little layering here. One of the things I wanted to show you is that if you love lakes, you might want to try to get close to Lake Stevens. This is a lake where you can actually water ski on it, jet ski, so make some friends. Oh, we have a ton of lakes here in the area, but a lot of them you have to use like electric motors. You're never going to be able to water ski. So you need to get onto a big lake like Lake Stevens. Another one further up is called Big Lake. So make some friends up there. It's not in Snohomish County. That's why there's no homes showing. All right, let's get back down to Snohomish County. And let's just look at a handful of homes that maybe you would want to consider. So let me talk about the roads first. So if you work in Seattle or Bellevue or Redmond or Kirkland, then you could see that being out here is going to be quite the trek, because you are going to have to take Highway 2 and then 522 and then 405 to get to the east side, or you can keep taking 522 to get to Seattle. So you need to see how these cities lay out in relation to the major employment centers. So Sultan does actually have new homes available to purchase. However, the traffic getting from Sultan, you would need to take Highway 2, which Friday nights going east is very crowded, especially during ski season and the summer. And then on Sunday, going back this way, Sunday afternoons, it gets really crowded as people head back to closer in. So you need to keep in mind that if you live out in Sultan, you are going to get more bang for your buck, but it's going to be a commute depending on where you work. So let's look over here. So you can see a lot of the options are actually condominiums. They aren't single family homes. In general, you can figure that if it's under $450, you're probably looking at a condominium. So let's look at this house here, $600. So this one, the out the door cost is $39.82. Let's look at the price breakdown. If you put down 20% at 7% interest, this is the actual property taxes. This seems like a lot for homeowners insurance, so I'm going to change that to $1,200. Obviously, you want to shop around. All right, so that brings us to the $3,643 range. So right in what I was saying about $3,700 out the door. So we've got this house here. Try not to look at the clutter. Obviously, it needs some TLC. Let's see. What else could we? Well, look at this one. So now they've had a price decrease. They've got a view. It's in Edmonds, which is a really lovely town. And so that's where you're looking at for a condo. Now notice here, $43.70. Let's view the cost breakdown. You have your principal and interest, but they're also pulling in the HOA fees of $523 a month. That brings it more to $41.45 for a condo. And you need to consider what your long-term plan is. If you buy a condo and your idea is that you plan to rent it out, then we need to make sure that there is no rental cap, because if there's a rental cap, you might not be able to rent it out, or you might have to wait a year before you can rent it out, and then when your tenant moves out, you go back to the bottom of the wait list. So when you're deciding between a home or a condo, we also need to talk about your long-term plans and how you plan to keep your real estate. Obviously, would love to talk you through that. Feel free to call me, reach out via text, cell. I'm sure the editor will drop something in the bottom of the video. Another option that saves a little bit of money on the upfront cost is a manufactured home. The downside of manufactured homes is that they do not appreciate at the same rate as a stick-built home, but they're more affordable. So if that's what it takes to get you into something without the whole downsides of a condo and the huge HOA dues, it is something to consider. Sometimes the interest rate is higher, and so you need to talk to a lender to find out how the pricing compares. But let's check out this little manufactured home. Lovely yard. Now I'm not going to go through how many listings are there altogether. I believe, so there's 36 on the screen, but if I zoom out, there's 127 homes to pick from. I'm not going to show you all of these. These aren't all going to be a great fit for you. So another reason why I think you should give me a call or reach out, and we can help pinpoint where you should be. Do you need acreage? Do you need a garage? Do you hate yard work? Do you need to be within 30 minutes of a certain employer? There's so many things to discuss to help you find a perfect fit for you. But I just wanted to show you some examples of what is available for $600,000 or less, $3,700 per month or less. Actually, before I let you go, let's look at a townhouse here. That's $300,000. And if we go here, that seems high to me. Shop around for insurance. All right. So for about $2,200 a month, there is this condo here. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. It's been on the market for 101 days. It is upstairs, but then once you're up here, there's no more stairs. But yeah, I just wanted to show you $2,200 versus $3,700. If you want to deep dive into specific areas, check out my other videos. I'm building it all out. Go look at my other videos to see some other cities that I've discussed and what they have to offer. And until I have a chance to talk to you, take good care. Bye-bye.